Hi everyone, welcome to Rupeezy. My name is Vineet and I have Mr. Ravi Kumar, who is an MFD associated with Rupeezy for some time now. He is a professional in the fintech space, in the finance space for close to 20 to 25 years. The reason we have joined over here today is because I am lax with my money. I don't manage it properly. I don't know how, I don't know where, and I don't know when to invest. I want some professionals' advice as to how to manage my money so that I don't struggle when I'm 40 or 50 or 60 or whenever I retire. I want some money in my hand so that I can live the life that I want to. Thank you so much for coming on our channel, Ravi sir.
Thank you, Vineet. Thank you,
Yeah,
Vineet.
it's really pleasure talking to you. I really hope that by the end of this discussion, I have some direction in terms of managing my money or where should I invest, what funds, what kind of assets I should be investing in. So it would be really great if you can help me out with the same.
Thank you, Vineet, for calling me and discussing with your portfolios or with whatever journey you wanted to do, whatever goals you have. And I will really try my best to give you the best possible so that you can achieve your required targets whenever you're 40, 45, and 50. Having said this, before I would like to ask you certain questions. If
Absolutely.
you're okay, try to be as transparent as possible,
Sure.
because that will help me in understanding your position and advising you properly. Before, I just wanted to know about your family.
Awesome. So we are a family of four. I'm not married right now.
Okay.
I have my mother, I have my father, my brother, and very recently my brother got married. So we are a family of five, staying in Bangalore itself. All of them are earning. So my dad is earning, my brother is earning, my bhabhi is also earning, and my mom runs a very small school near a house itself.
Oh, so, which means all are independent.
Sort of.
Yeah, very independent in terms of financially independent.
Not completely independent. So I would say, my mother is still dependent on us. Rest everyone, they earn pretty significant amount of money.
Great. And since how long you've been earning? Since how long?
So I started my job in 2022, 2023, by the end of 2022. So it's been almost 3 years since I've been earning.
And how about your qualifications?
I did my engineering from Bangalore itself, from Ramya Institute of Technology.
Oh,
Yeah, so I mean, of course, like every engineer, didn't necessarily suit me, so I've moved on to marketing. So yeah, it's been 3 years since I'm doing marketing.
and what has been your understanding about your financial market, financial world?
So to be honest, so I was very curious about stock market. That's exactly where my exposure of investment came into picture. Before this, all my relatives, all my parents, they were primarily investing in, let's say, real estate or gold, and that's about the knowledge that they had. And whenever I should talk about stock market, they'll be like, "Don't do stock market." There's this relative who invested a lot of money, lost everything. They used to scare the shit out of me. And so in 2019, during COVID, my introduction to stock market came into picture. So I used to invest very small amount of money, like 500 rupees, because I was in college, not necessarily a lot of disposable income. So after I started my job in 2023 Jan, maybe a few months down the line, I started investing 5,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees into the stock market directly. Uh, Made decent returns for the last 2.5, 3 years. I've been investing significant amount of money. Then very recently, I think 6, 7 months ago, I needed some money, so I withdrew it, and ever since I've not invested any money at all.
So that means you started your investment, but you actually withdraw also.
I've
Withdraw.
paused it right now. No, I'm not investing anything right now.
But you withdraw the funds also.
I've fund, yeah.
Investment. So as of now, you are having a zero investment.
You can say zero.
Yeah.
Completely zero. I have a lot of interest. I want to start my SIPs because I realize, investing directly into stock market is not something, you don't have peace, right? So I would say during the COVID rally, right after, I think 2022 or something, it went up, right? So I felt like, oh, I'm a very good investor and all that. But then after that, it sort of saturated. So I thought, okay, this is not something that I'm an expert with, because I have my day job that I need to focus on. So I need to start my SIP seriously.
With regard to people telling that stock markets are risky, I would agree. Yes, it is risky. But I would say anything is a science.
Right.
Anything is science. Until unless you understand that and you will still get into that, that is speculation.
Right.
Even real estate market, if you don't know markets, if you don't know the areas and all, and still buying it, it's speculation. You might be fooled or you might be scammed. The stock markets are also similar. If you have good understanding on stock markets, if you have a good understanding about markets, how the company functions, what is the valuation, other things, very intrinsic values, and then I don't think it is even it might fall, but you are sure that it'll recover.
Correct.
So that has been the notion with which we all have been brought up, that stock markets is a very risky portfolio. You should not enter into it.
Right.
But believe me, equity is the only way where you can build a long-term wealth creation.
Wealth, yeah, 100%.
Believe me, this is what will happen.
Correct.
A person who has started investing in 2000, if you look at his portfolio, he might be sitting in crores.
Cool.
So at that particular point of time, he might be a very normal employee. Today, he might be sitting on crores.
Crores of rupees, yeah.
But people have hardly stayed in this journey of stock markets. They have withdrawn. They have withdrawn the funds whenever they see there is a rally, or they panicked. They did not know. Hardly 1% of the population might have stayed in this rally.
Right.
Stayed in this rally.
I think I made the same mistake. Like within 2 years, I was like, okay, the market seems to be going down a little bit. Let me just take out the money and use it somewhere.
Another question is, what are you looking at? At what age you want to look at? What are your immediate financial goals and all these things?
So my immediate financial goals right now in the next 1 year is to have an emergency fund, because I don't have one. And then simultaneously, I want to build my investment journey as well, right? Because I don't think so I have any investment for that matter. That is second. Of course, in the next, let's say 5 years or something, I want to get married. So for that also, I probably need some corpus. And maybe 10 years down the line, I want to buy a own house. 35. When I'm 30 to 35 is when I want to buy a house and then start a family in the next 10 years. Or
10 years.
And then, of course, in the next 35, 30 years,
what is on a current day expenses, what is the marriage expenses which you foresee? If it has to be, if your marriage is today, what is the expenses?
Yeah, so my brother got married recently. So the expense was at least like 15-20 lakhs.
15-20 lakhs.
Yes.
So after 5 years, it will be like
30 lakhs.
30 lakhs.
You can double it because the inflation, within 5 years,
30 lakhs. After 5 years, 30 lakhs. That means you have to have a 30 lakhs after 5 years.
Okay, right.
Yeah. And second thing is, other thing is house. You are planning to buy a house at 10 years. In current days market, what kind of house you're looking at?
Ideally, I would want an independent house. But independent house is extremely expensive is what I've realized. So, I mean, as long as it's my own house, I don't mind if it's a flat or an independent house where you buy the product.
So I would say in current days market, 1 crore is required for you to, in current days market, the price of the house which you're looking is today will be around 1 crore.
It'll be more than that. It'll be more than that. Easily more than that. It'll be at least 2 crores.
2 crores.
2 crores, yeah.
Which again is like, probably it will be around 6 to 7 crores in 7 years. Why 10 years?
In 10 years, yeah.
6 to 7 crores, ideally. So the best part is the housing can be funded. So you need only 20% of the value.
Right.
Because our initial advance payment and all this.
After 50 EMIs.
EMIs. So I think if I say 7 crores, around 1.4 should be there with you after 10 years so that you can actually book a house.
Okay.
And take a loan.
Got it.
Correct? 1.4. So your two goals are like 30 lakhs for marriage and 1.4 for your house booking. Right. Any other?
Right now, no, but that's about it. I think I also don't have insurance as of now. So we'll have to, very marginal portion of my income will go into insurance. That's all. Health and term insurance.
Yeah. No insurance. So, as you said, your financial journey has been, you've been in and out of the stock market. Currently, you're not there in the market.
I'm not there in the market.
In the investment market, equity market and all, right? So you have any loans as on date?
So I have an education loan which is interest free. I got the education loan from the Goa government. So I was raised in Goa. So I got an education loan over there, which is interest free. So
what is the EMI?
EMI is close to 16,000 per month.
16K per month. What is the tenor left?
I've been paying for the last 2 years. It's there for, so the reason why I'm still paying EMIs is because it's interest free. So there's no point in like paying out the full amount at once.
Wise decision.
Right. So I've just kept it. It's there for another 3 years.
3 years. It is, so you have to pay another 3 years.
Another 3 years of 16,000 rupees per month.
Any other things other than this?
No, that's about it. No other EMIs. Nothing.
If I may ask, in current, if I may ask, what is the amount you can actually put for investments monthly?
Monthly, I think I can at least I can put 40,000. But
Okay.
if I cut down all my expenses, I can easily put like 50 to 60,000 rupees per month.
40,000 without compromising on other things. Huh?
Without compromising on other
No
things.
compromise.
All my commitments, all my, let's say, lifestyle, everything accounted, can probably put 40,000. Between, I would say, 35 to 50, 55, 60,000 is something that I can afford on a monthly basis.
And this is as on date.
As on date, yes.
Yes. And how open are you for a step up kind of thing, where every year you might see a salary hike? So how open are you to increase that value from 40 to 10% or 15%? So 40 might become 40.
It might not be a very significant step up, but I think
10%.
I can probably match it. 10% should be good enough. I should be able to do that.
Okay.
The biggest step up will probably come after my education loan gets over, because a good significant chunk of income will be left over, right? So in the next 3 years or something, if I speed up that process, the remaining amount I can probably put that into a side.
And you said you don't have any emergency fund.
I don't have any.
No insurance as of now.
No insurance as of now.
Health and term, nothing.
Nothing. Only the health is
Only
only
from the
corporate.
corporate. How much is that cover?
I think that is 3 lakhs. About 3 to 5 lakhs.
3 to 5 lakhs. Yeah. Good, your corporate is giving 3 to 5 lakhs, but what if you move on? This corporate.
It doesn't. It ceases. Yeah.
And if you want to take after you quit, you might be aging as you every day.
Right.
So what happens is health insurance may become costly.
Correct.
May become a costly. So, and you don't have any term plan.
I don't have a term plan.
Till you have age on your side, you should better take a term plan
As soon as possible.
as soon as possible. See, first thing in investment is defense.
Safety.
Defense, then offense. Defense is the best offense. First, you safeguard yourself.
Okay.
Risk, cover all your risk. These are unlimited risk. These are unlimited risk. The kind of uncertainty these will bring, it will eat away you. And probably will take a years back.
Right.
I mean, it'll eat your wealth and all these things. So it is better to cover, though it comes at a premium, but you know what is the amount. But you should have your term plan, insurance cover, and health insurance covered.
Awesome. I will do that for
health insurance covered. And health term plan should be minimum 20 times of your annual salary. Okay. 20 times of your annual salary, minimum. 20 times of your annual salary. Annual salary, whatever your annual salary is, 20 times of that. And health insurance, I would say, there are many plans where up to 5 lakhs, they're deductible plans. You can take a 50 lakhs of insurance, 5 lakh plus 45 or 5 lakh plus 95. This 5 lakh is something which you might cover. It's a base cover, or you might not take a, you have to incur this expense, or you can cover, your corporate will cover 5 lakhs. Anything above, they will be covered by the health insurance companies.
Right.
So this will come relatively cheap, but you have to take these covers. But at the hindsight, I would say, because it's a corporate given health insurance, it is better to take a base cover too. Okay, base cover too.
Apart from the corporate one.
Apart from the corporate, you should take, because that will continue. You have to continue till 60.
Correct.
You should not pause it anytime. The moment you pause it, the history is gone. Again, you have to take a fresh policy. Right. That age, at that time, what age you are, then the policy will be different.
Yeah.
Premium would be different. So,
got it.
Yeah. So these things is something which you should take it first. And this is 1 and 2. Third thing is emergency fund. Emergency, I suggest 6 times of your monthly income. Okay. 6 times of your monthly income.
That means run me for 6 months.
6 months.
Okay.
Just in case of a layoff or any uncertainty or something. 6 months should be emergency fund.
Okay. But I was thinking you should build your emergency fund first, and then you go for health and term insurance, or is it the other way around?
This is something which can happen anytime. You don't have any control on this.
Correct.
These are something which are uncontrollable.
We
don't have any control. It's better you take.
Got it. So first is health and term insurance immediately.
Got it. Immediately. And emergency fund 6 months. Okay. you have to create an emergency funds for 6 months. After that, you should look at investments for a journey. Probably 30 lakhs, 1 crore would be too challenging. So probably you will have to go out little more on your investment, monthly investment. 40,000 will not suffice. As you say, you have to cut corners on your lifestyle. Lifestyle. If you feel you can cut without compromising many things, basic things, because my logic is when you are young, you can make a lot of savings. You can run the distance, go a harder way, and do a lot of savings. When you grow old, you cannot do the same kind of a hard run and all these things. And that time you need some backup. Correct. So you have to create a backup for those hard days. So this is a time where you should go for a maximum investment, maximum your salary, percentage of your investment in your salary. This is something which I suggest. And this is, I would suggest if house loan can be delayed by another 2-3 years. 2-3 years, probably.
So as far as I have noticed, right, at least the trend in my family is that most of the people buy their own homes when they're 40, 45. So until then, they stay in the rented homes. So I'm guessing it's going to be the same for me, but I'm being a little too ambitious by saying 35 is the age for home.
What I say is, fools build houses, intelligent people live in them.
Right.
Fools build houses, intelligent people live on them.
Okay.
आजकल क्या हो गया है, I'll tell you, आजकल 5 साल अपने घर खरीद लिया. घर खरीदने के बाद आपको 5 साल के बाद एक घर छोटा पड़ रहा है. You might feel this घर is not what is required at that after 5 years. And you might have to change. Correct. But you cannot change because you've invested in this property. You are stuck with that property. Right. Being a tenant, you can keep changing as and when कौन से location में जाना है, कहाँ जाना है, कहीं भी जा सकते हैं. My logic, it is completely my opinion. Right. But I would say real estate, एक घर लाइफ में होना चाहिए, but not for compounding purposes. Not for compounding real estate. Okay. So, I mean, you can delay this house purchase, probably 15 years. Okay. 15 years, we can achieve that goal. And mandatory is, as long as you're single, at least 50% of your savings should go into wealth creation. The moment you add, you get into a family where I hope your wife who would be joining you would also be working. Right. So still you can continue until you start your family. And after that, we can look at 30-70 of your monthly income into savings and other things. Okay. Accordingly. So 50% of your income should go into investment. As on date. As long as you're single, or you're double with your wife with your wife earning, if your wife earning. If not, then the ratio will be 30-70. 30-70. Got it. So now this house is a very emotional decision, right? So I'm thinking of different options. For example, let's say I invest in, let's say, mutual funds. I invest in, let's say, only a property, which is coming at a 10-15 lakhs somewhere outskirts of Bangalore. And then wait for 10-15 years for that property value and the asset value to appreciate, sell that asset, and then maybe purchase a house for myself. Do you think that is a wise decision? It is, if kind of a this thing. It's a 50%. What if the property doesn't appreciate to the what levels you're expecting that time? Right. The property doesn't appreciate. Right. And property might look, property at market Indranagar, we are talking at Indranagar 100 feet road. The value of the property is very premium. Very premium. Right. When this is a market value which you're talking about. When you actually sit across the table and discuss, the sale is not on the market value. There is definitely a discount of around 15-20%. Right. Because ultimately, a seller needs a house, a buyer needs money. Yeah. So there is some kind of a compromise and the market value will not. So, and that money will also come after what time? It will not immediately across the counter sales. Correct. It will take at least 3-4 months. 3-4 months of time. So the realization of that value of that property takes a lot of time. But investment into equity, 2 years, 2 days, we can have the funds into our account. Correct. But having said that, if you are approaching a goal, this thing is, if you have a goal of 15 years, from 13th year, you should start descent. What I mean to say by descent is, when जैसे अपन बैंगलोर से मुंबई से बैंगलोर आ रहे हैं, flight 30,000 40,000 feet पे आती है, जैसे बैंगलोर आता है, it start descending, right? It cannot go at 40,000 there also and then descend. Right? The same way this investment also descend the same way. It should, 13th year के बाद you should try to shift your funds from equity to a more safer
safer asset
investment,
FD.
safer assessments, FD, debt funds and all
fund.
these things.
Okay.
So that क्या पता आप अपनी किस्मत इतनी खराब होगी, 15वें साल में जो अपना टारगेट है, गोल है, उसी दिन मार्केट गिर गया था.
Correct
ना?
There have been instances where a lot of these companies turn out to be scams or something like that. Very prominent companies turn out to be scams, and then within 1 year it falls by 50%. That is not a situation that I would want to be in right in the future. So, like you rightly suggested, I think safer assets में डालना is important.
After 13th year, if you 15 target year का target, 13th year के बाद you start moving your assets, जो 100% equity या 80% equity should be moved to a debt fund. Slowly debt fund में move होना, so that on that day you don't have a shocker for you.
Awesome. Okay, so right now you suggested 50% of savings. Right now it's much lesser than 50%, to be honest.
Should have 50%. I think you should. आजकल disposable income इतना ज़्यादा है ना. The main problem is credit cards. Loans are available at a click of a mouse, at a click of a tap में आप में डाला, and those are the major reasons for people not making any wealth, creating wealth for them.
It's just like temporary money, which
Temporary money, अब money आया, we'll go for our vacations. After that we'll paying 24 months. That will be pain. That is when you realize that अरे ये क्या कर दिया मैंने करके. वो एक 10 दिन के लिए, 10 days के लिए you are having a lot of fun.
Right.
But after that it's all pain.
Correct.
It's all pain.
Agreed.
Imagine a day at 40, if you're sitting and realizing that you have a good bank balances and there's zero debt in your portfolio. How free you will be.
How peaceful you will be.
And what happens, this gives you a special confidence. Maybe you will be much valued in your organization also. You will have a different confidence levels in your office also. Because you don't have anything else which is occupying. You are completely at peace. Your finances are taken care.
Right.
Your finances are completely, and my funds are there. It is there to take care of my rainy days.
Right. Correct. I don't have to disciplined for a very good long time. That's the
patience and discipline is important.
I think a lot of people only talk about compounding on investments, but compounding on discipline is at a different level.
It is different level. I'm telling you, if somebody who is invested in an instrument which is giving 8% also, but he's been consistent, he will also make a crore or more this thing during a tenure of 15 years. So it is all about being disciplined, being persistent with our investments and doesn't get carried away. Peer pressure doesn't get carried away. आज iPhone 17 आया, लोग जाके लोन लेंगे, वो खरीदेंगे.
Awesome.
I mean, you get into that kind of a trap. Credit card सब किया, trap किया. Credit card is a very good instrument, very good product, but used properly. If not, you are into a trap.
Right. Agreed. Now, just to go a little deeper into the advice that you gave, right? So, whatever savings that I have, I can probably, let's say, afford 40,000 into investments, right? So where should I invest this 40,000 rupees that I have? So should I go into your equity? Should I go into debt funds, or should I just go into flexi caps, mutual funds? What are the asset classes?
See, I would suggest, because your immediate goal is 5 years marriage. So 5 years mein, I think you should go into hybrid funds for 5. Not all, at least 20,000 should go into hybrid funds.
Okay.
Hybrid funds for 5 years. And remaining 20,000, we have this thing where we can go into aggressive funds. Okay. It can be a more mid-cap fund or a small cap fund.
Small cap.
Yeah. This can be something which can do, because I am suggesting aggressive funds because the age is on your side.
Right.
You can tide through all the volatility in the market over a period of 10-15 years.
10 years.
Yes. And because you have an immediate requirement of 5 years, 5 years when markets sometimes doesn't sail through the complete cycle of volatility. So it is advisable to be more on a balance advantage funds, hybrid funds and all these things.
Okay.
That will be ideal, this thing.
Okay. So you're saying the whole of 40,000 that I have, the disposable income, you want me to put into only funds, no other asset classes, maybe gold or maybe anything else? Do you think that, or maybe directly into stocks also, maybe 5%?
I would not say, you can take a call on stocks, but my personal opinion is we cannot outsmart the fund managers.
Right.
We cannot outsmart the fund managers. Let's piggy bank them. I mean, let's ride on their shoulders and let's make money. They make some money because we are doing, but they will still be beating what our investment into stock markets are. So because our investment is basically not on research, it is basically based on the tips around us.
Yeah.
And most of the time, we fail.
Right. No, that is true because I see a news on some company 3-4 days ago. I'll look at the stock market, it'll probably go up, and then I'll make a decision without even looking at the fundamentals of it. Right. So that is not a very ideal way of.
When the news has come to you,
Uh-huh.
that means the prices are discounted already. It's wrong time to enter.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay,
It's
got it.
wrong time to enter. When the news had reached you, when people are discussing a thing about a particular thing, very widely discussions happening, that means stay away from that product.
Okay.
Stay away from that product.
Got it.
It's not like Google reviews, huh? It's not like Google reviews where you depend on Google reviews and then you go to hotel or something, or no, it is not like that.
It's not like that. It's very. It's
People are waiting for your entry to exit, for them to exit.
Mm.
So it's better.
So I mean, yeah. So we were having a discussion before this. Whatever our entry point is becomes their exit point.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yes.
we need to avoid that at any circumstances. Okay, I think almost everything will go into you said hybrid funds, and then that could be a little more. The rest of the funds.
I've given you a very aggressive investments. अगर आपको गोल्ड भी इंक्लूड करना है तो इन दिस 20,000 वी कैन इंक्लूड अ मल्टी एसेट allocation funds.
Okay.
There are multi asset allocation funds which are nothing but they invest into equity, debt, and metals, metals, especially gold and silver. So they do it that way. Multi asset, you can participate into gold rallies and all this, or metal rallies through a multi asset allocation fund. Another 20,000.
Yeah. Got it. So I think this investment of that I have right now, the plan that you're giving me, it's going to start in like 6 months, I guess. I think 3-4 months because first I need to buy
say, sorry interrupting. No, insurance 1 month.
1 month.
Complete insurance 1 month. Within a month you cover your insurance and start keeping this. How about, we have not discussed about how will you create an emergency fund.
Right.
We have not spoken about how will you create an emergency
fund. Yeah, so we've not spoken about emergency funds.
We will not. We have to create an emergency fund. How do we create? You don't have any savings as of now.
Any savings as of now? No savings as of now. That's all.
So, पहले 6 months में you only look at creating emergency and insurance cover. First 6 months.
Okay, that is 6 months of my salary.
6 months of your salary, your emergency fund. To start with 3 months of your emergency fund. Start with 3 months of emergency fund and take insurance and health. There is no compromise in insurance part. There is no compromise, absolutely no compromise.
Got it.
And first 6 months you create an emergency fund and take your insurance. After 6 months you start your journey of investment.
Investments. Okay. So
and I would say avoid taking unnecessary loans.
Okay. Got it.
It is like a reverse EMI. Reverse EMI is like for example, if I tell you, suppose if you buy a house for say 2 crores, uska EMI hoga 1.7, 1.8
lakhs. Correct.
1.7. Agar just for a hypothesis, just for understanding purpose, अगर ये 1.7 lakh मैंने every month SIP किया होता और ये 1.7 lakh insurance ये housing loan EMI पे किया होता, so what would have been the values? This in 10 years you just calculate, you will see this might be double or triple of this value of
this value, right,
in 10 years.
In 10 years.
After at that point you might be able to buy 2-3 houses of the same this thing. So try avoiding taking any kind of loan.
Any kind of loans.
No, if you love your job, you take loans.
Okay.
If you love your job, you take loans. Otherwise, please don't take loans. Huh?
Got it. So immediately my action plan should be right now. First is health insurance and term insurance. Then after that, in the next 3-4 months, I need to build an emergency fund for at least 3 months right now. And then I should probably
slowly add your bonuses and all these things what you're getting into emergency fund. When 6 months of emergency fund is created, then you can use your bonus or any extra surplus income which is coming into parking into equities.
Yeah. That is your mutual fund.
Yes.
Okay. I think with that, I think I at least have a direction to go into and planning my, let's say, retirement journey. Before retirement, of course, I want to get married. I want to have my own family and a house of my own. So everything and anything in this world comes with a price tag, and for that we need to have a lot of discipline. Thank you so much, Ravi sir, for guiding me with this a very nice direction. I would say very logical direction. I will definitely act on it. Health and term insurance first and foremost, and of course everything after that follows. Do you have any suggestions for youngsters like me apart from all the knowledge that you've given, like avoid any like stupid decisions with EMIs or credit cards or unnecessary purchases?
I would like to say, see, I was also once a youngster. I made a lot of mistakes, and I've seen the result of those mistakes.
Right.
So, having an experience of close to 25 years, I would not like today's youngsters to repeat those mistakes. They shouldn't. I mean, somebody's mistake should be, you should learn from somebody's mistake. Let's not, you should not repeat those mistakes. So, intelligent people will learn from that mistakes. So, I expect today's youngsters are intelligent and they will learn from the mistakes.
Yeah.
And I expect not to take unnecessary commitments of EMIs and all these things, not to use credit cards until unless it's a beautiful product, until unless you know you will be able to pay the amount outstanding on the next bill date. If you're not, don't take the credit card. Don't fall into a credit card trap. Don't take personal loans. Any loans which will depreciate your asset. If it is, see, if you're there are two kinds of loans. If you're taking a loan, there's a tangible asset which is created.
Awesome. Right.
Awesome. There's other loan where there's no tangible asset.
Right.
Only an emotional asset is created, like personal loans and all that. But ये emotional asset को अपन बेच नहीं पाएंगे.
बेच नहीं पाएंगे. Correct.
Tangible asset में भी property. कार depreciable asset है. तो आप जब देखोगे कार को depreciate होते जा रहा है, at least property खरीदो तो at least there कि I'm of the belief that yes, property is appreciating though I'm paying that. But यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, कार का value एक दिन zero हो रहा है. हाँ. So I would suggest not to take any commitments at least in the first 10 years of your earning journey. When you start earning first 10 years, you should not take any commitment. Create wealth.
Correct.
आप wealth create करोगे 10 साल के बाद दुनिया आपके पैरों पे होगी.
Right.
दुनिया आपके पैरों पे होगी. Believe in this. You start saving from the day one. Don't take any loans. 10 साल के बाद आप जो करना चाहोगे कर सकते हो आप उसके बाद.
Right. Absolutely.
But you have to be disciplined. And 10 साल के बाद you will be matured enough to understand what right things have you done, and you will persist with those right things in the future also.
Right. Completely agree with you. I think Ravi sir rightly mentioned, right? We live in an era where we don't learn only from our mistakes, we also learn from other people's mistakes, and that is exactly what Ravi sir has shared throughout the discussion. So with that, we come to the end of this discussion, and for you to get some more insights, some more, let's say, tips, guidance on investments, on mutual funds, or anything like that, don't forget to subscribe to Rupeezy's channel. Thank you so much, Ravi sir.
Thank you.
It was pleasure talking to you.
Same.
I hope to meet you very soon, and thank you for the investment advice that you give.
Thank you, Vinny, for giving me this opportunity. For reviewing your financial journey. And I hope I am, to some extent, I have been giving, I've been successful in giving whatever little I know, and will help you in your financial journey. And let's review your portfolio after 6 months.
Awesome.
Let's review your portfolio after 6 months. Let's review. I would like to come back after 6 months and understand whether you are actually doing what we have discussed today,
right,
or not.
Right.
Knowing things is different, doing things is different.
Yeah, that's where
many people know a lot of things, but nobody does it.
Correct.
So unless we put pen on paper, nothing happens.
Accountability also matters in investments.
Knowing things, आज ज्ञान लेके फिर बाद में if we don't implement that gyan, it is of no use. So we have to put it on paper.
Action is important.
Action is very important. So I would like to review a portfolio after 6 months. Having said that, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I hope I will have some advantage to your financial journey.
Yes, not only me, but I think the audience who are watching this video as well have found some direction, some insights on how to manage their money. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you again.